and welcome to your shout. I'm back very quickly since the last one, purely because you've been sending me so many videos and we've got a lot to get through on this show. Now, last time you might have remembered my old mate Avit. Now, Avit was moaning, having a bit of a whine about people doing the come on you irons. And what he was saying was people didn't used to do it in the 60s or the 20s or whatever century he is particularly from. Anyway, he didn't like it. And he was saying, why doesn't anybody else do it? Why don't the gunners go, come on you gunners, was his example. Somebody on the forum actually said, apparently the Hull City Tigers go, but I don't think they do. Do they? Surely they don't. Anyway, and bearing in mind, he thought Tottenham was a chicken. It's actually a cock. It's a massive cock on a ball. So I'm quite pleased they don't do something similar, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Avit's back and he's got something else to say and a new idea.
Going on from the other day, about this, you know, come on you irons and everyone doing it, and I don't know where it come from, and I remember Tevis doing it once, but I'm sure other people have done it before him. Is the wearing of the football shirt at the match. I mean, I know you're wearing your colours, or we're wearing our colours. Well, I would never wear a football shirt to a match. Absolutely ridiculous, I think. You wear your colours, a scarf or a bobble hat. That's it, okay? Scarf, bobble hat, and not one of them two-tone scarves where you got like the other team on the other half of it or whatever. All right, scarf and a bobble hat, and if it's summer, a rosette. Okay, I know I might be a bit dated and behind in the thinking and everything, but the only other thing that people go to watch wearing what the people they're watching are wearing, if that makes sense, is the Rocky Horror Show. All right, you sit there in suspenders and whatever. Well, I don't know, I've never seen it. But that's the only other thing that I can think it happens in the world. So why do we wear them watching a football match? I don't get it. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say was I've got an idea, right? We've got loads of new players going. I've just done that with my nose, so I have to cut that bit. I've got an idea. I've got a load of new players coming, and we ought to have a competition to see who can come up with some songs for the new players. And I thought we'd call it a game of chance. Yeah, so it's not chance I can take a chance, but it's well, to take a chance is ABBA, and that's going to come into play in a minute. But it's like it's a play on words, game of chance. All right, so everyone has to put a chant on a video, send it in, and then everyone else takes the piss out of them, I suppose. Anyway, my one is now then the music was supposed to play, but obviously I'm shit. Oh, Chiquita comes from Mexico. I was going to pretend I was playing that, but even I wouldn't pretend to play that bad. And sorry about the singing, but it caught me by surprise. Anyway, that was the idea. I thought a game of chance. We all send in a song, and then we all take a piss.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, Avit. I'm not sure how much that'll catch on, to be fair, because you're going to have to be prepared to make a right idiot of yourself in order to do that. However, I will pick up on that challenge, and hopefully I've had a little practice in the privacy of my broom cupboard. I haven't got any piano or guitar or anything in the background, but I'm going with... what was it again? He comes from Argentina, plays with Domingos Quina. He's nicer than Pancetta. Oh, Pablo Zabaleta. That's it. That's my one. Send in your songs. Don't write them in. Don't write in your songs. Send in your songs for the players. Avit wants to make a little feature of it. Let's see how many people of you are brave enough to send in a song. Right, who we got next? I think we've got Mr. B. Who is our friend from Cornwall. He's been watching the friendlies. He's got quite a lot that he wants to say.
Just want to make a few observations about the first two pre-season friendlies that we've had so far. Good points and possibly some bad points. I think the standout performer for me at the moment is Declan Rice. Really haven't seen him play very much, but my God, that boy is some talent. People with like lots of this grey haired stuff like me will remember a few of the older Irish centre halves, people like Kevin Moran, Paul McGrath, David O'Leary. he's going to be the next one that's going to follow. He's going to be a long time in that Irish national team. He's assured, good positioning, reads the game well, and at his age, he's only going to get better and better and better. Probably maybe needs a year out on loan, but he's not far off already. He's a really, really good player. Another one who's impressed me quite a lot. Bit of a slow start in the first game, but second game, Nathan Holland. He's got that ability to just like put a little turn of pace on and drop a shoulder and go past people, and really looks a threat when he's going forward. I think physically he needs to build a bit, and again maybe a season, maybe even two, one Div 1, one Championship. Get him out on loan, build him up. But again, what a talent! Can't believe Everton let him go. They've dropped a clanger there because that boy, he looks promising. The other one, again, Josh Cullen. I mean, we know what he's all about, but he's like you can't compare at the moment, or you probably never will be able to. But he looks a bit like our own little version of Xavi. He's like the small, low centre of gravity. He can use both feet. His field positioning is like really, really good. He's proved he can play both sort of deep as he did in the first half against Fulham, and then the second half they pushed him on a bit. Looks comfortable absolutely everywhere. His body positioning for taking the ball, he just opens himself up, and he can take the ball if he's got a man on, or if he's in space. He works space really well. Really, really good player. Pleased with him. Burke's done okay, but going back to Declan Rice, if I had to choose one of the two for a long-term future at West Ham, I think it would be Declan Rice. Very, very impressed with that young man. On the flip side, was our old favourites again, isn't it? Snodgrass. You know, I think the bloke could actually struggle to pick his nose, let alone pick a pass. He's useless. And for Gooley, again, he just seems to be going through the motions. Whether he knows he's got to move or not, I don't know. But he's, again, he just can't. He can't beat a player. But he couldn't beat an egg. He's just absolutely, I don't know, he's just going through the motions. Rubbish. The thing I think is probably more concerning, yes, I know it's a friendly. Yes, I know it's all about just building up stamina and that. But it seems to be so reminiscent of last season already. And I know you can't judge it because it's not a match, and the teams that are going out there are not playing anything like the first team that would be. But we just lack creativity. If we take Lanzini out of the frame, we've got no creativity at all. And, you know, it's all square passing backwards. I felt really sorry for Martinez yesterday. I've seen a few people knocking him, but what service did he get? Absolutely nothing. You know, every ball that went through him was drilled over the top. It was nothing into his feet, nothing. He didn't have he had no scraps to feed off of. It was, it was hopeless. Ash Fletcher in the first half, again, just for a big lump, he doesn't put himself about a bit, or better enough, sorry, he's just, I don't know, he should be like grabbing it by the bollocks and saying, right, this is my chance, and I just don't think he's doing it. Other than that, it's the same old, really. Left back, at the moment, I'd probably edge Creswell over Masuaku. Creswell looks as though he's got that mental block from last season for his injury gone, so he's looking good. But other than that, yeah, good little workouts. It's all looking good. But I would like to see a bit of creativity and a bit of threat in the final third, because we seem to get up there and scratch our heads. But hopefully with our new signings, it'll all change, and for once we can look forward to a really, really good season. Come on, New Irons. Oh, quick one for in it. I always thought it was Tevez that did the first thingy, but there's a special internet one for you in it. Come on, New Irons.
Hello, Lynn here. I've been keeping an eye on my Twittergram, and I've heard that we might be signing that Mexican striker, Hernandez, aka, which means also known as Chikorita. Now apparently, in Mexican, Chikorita means little P, which is quite funny, because the last striker we had, Zaza, he was like a big shit. Come on, you irons.
Innit. It's Avit, but I like Innit. Let's start calling him Innit. Anyway, Mr. B there, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much to Avit. Thank you, excuse me, my earpiece is falling out. Thank you very much to Len. Who have we got next? We've got Belfast Hammer.
The signing of Joe Hart, didn't think it was necessary. You know, I said in the videos, an upgrade on what we have, it is a better option than what we have, but probably not necessary. Arnie from Stoke, yet again, I think he is a good player, but I don't think he's worth 22, 23 million pound. We actually were interested in him several years ago for £3 million. Just shows you how crazy things are at the minute. But while saying that, he's a 100%er, a player that tries very, very hard and plays with a lot of passion. So maybe that will work out. Hernandez is a no-brainer. Hernandez is a brilliant player. I will be ecstatic if we sign for him. I'm totally for that deal. The Balde guy from Italy is a smashing player in my opinion. He's obviously got room for development. Was at Barcelona in his early days. Didn't really work out there, but is certainly very highly thought of and looks like a sort of player that would prosper with ourselves. So all in all, if we were to sign those 4 players, I will be delighted. But as many guys on the forum have said, until they're wearing the claret and blue, we will not sort of believe it. It's too good to be true. But you know, hope springs eternal. Regarding the pre-season, I thought that it's just a matter of fitness. I watched the game in Austria there earlier on in the week. Not very impressed, but you know, it is fitness, and hopefully the fitness was something that was questioned last season, that we will see us not conceding goals in the last 10 minutes and not sort of falling prey to set pieces. No excuse for that with the team that Slav has, a classy defender as he was himself. So I think a bit of better organisation, a bit of these players will sort of upgrade our club. I think it won't happen without the sort of people going in the other direction, and I would expect Snodgrass to leave, possibly Adrian to leave, and maybe 1 or 2 of the smaller sort of bit players to leave as well. But all in all, if the 4 are achieved, brilliant, be absolutely delighted with that. Hopefully that will happen. So thanks very much, and talk next time. Thank you.
Did you see that? Talk next time. Did you see that, Avit? No come on your irons. It was talk next time. Thank you very much. Belfast Hammer, that's Peter. Lovely fella he is. Came down the boats a couple of times last season with the Belfast Hammer supporters group. Lovely bunch of guys, one and all. Right, we've got 2 more videos left. Stick around for the end, because we've got Olas one as the last video. He went to the Athletics, and he's taken some footage when he was there of how they've sort of transformed the stadium, de-branded it, de-West Hamified it. Is that de-West Hamified? Whatever. And they've completely blocked off the club's shop, so stick around for that. He's edited it all, put a little tune in and everything. First up, we've got a very excited Tom. As Tom's a regular of ours, I think he's pleased with the transfer business.
We've had some fantastic news today. The club have put on the official website that Javier Hernandez, deal for him's about done. I think it's just a case of him coming over on Monday for a medical. So fantastic news, really is. I don't think the club would have put it on the official website unless this deal was about guaranteed to go through. I don't think they'd have been that silly. So absolutely brilliant. We've talked about next level signings. This is your man. This is it. This is next level. This is a man that's played for Real Madrid, Manchester United. He's idolised back in his home country of Mexico. He's their all-time leading top goal scorer. He guarantees you 15 goals a season, possibly pushing up towards that 20 mark, which is brilliant for us. We've needed and wanted that for so long now, and we've finally got it. And what's refreshing as well is the fact that I've seen no negativity towards this signing so far. Everybody seems to be really positive about it. Everybody's delighted, which is fantastic at the end of the day. So yeah, great news. We signed Joe Hart the other day as well. Again, brilliant bit of business. That now means we'll have 3 Premier League winners in our side with Hart, Zabaleta and Hernandez. That can only be a good thing. These are 3 players that have been there, they've done it. More importantly, they know how to win, which is big. That can rub off on the rest of the team, which can only be a good thing for us. And then I'm just thinking about how they're all going to link up together. You've got Hernandez, Lanzini, Antonio, Arnautovic if he comes in, Andre Ayew. All of a sudden we've got a lot of options in the final third, which is fantastic news. And I'm salivating at the thought of it, to be honest, because I truly believe, I'm certain, we're going to play a really attractive brand of football next season with those players, which can only be a good thing. So, absolutely delighted. Come on, you Irons!
So, as per my post the other day, I decided that I would be going to see the London Athletics, the London Para Athletics with my family. I took some footage when I was down there, mainly the West Ham shop, which is accessible just about, but you kind of wouldn't see it and you wouldn't realise how you can get into it. The West Ham United words have been removed from the seats, and mainly outside on the stadium where you have the West Ham emblems, etc. They've all been covered up with London Athletics. So let's take a look at the stadium in athletics mode, and remember, all of this West Ham branding removal is at our expense, the taxpayers' money.
Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you very much to Olas1. Nice of you to catch the boats on there, mate. How are we going to buy these replica shirts if they've closed off the shop? We can't. Didn't seem to be any route in or out, although I'm sure there is. Right, okay. We're going to wrap it up for now. I'm off on a razzle dazzle this weekend, so if you send me any clips over the weekend, I won't be able to process them because I won't be here, basically. So do have a lovely weekend. Let's hope we make a sign-in over the weekend. Arnautovic, we're waiting for that to be confirmed. We believe Chicharito might be on Monday. As soon as that happens, myself and Gio will be doing a live stream just to talk about that new signing. As Tom said, there's very little negativity around it at all, and rightly so. This guy does look the absolute business. So we seem to be turning a corner, or at least it feels that way. If we can get everything over the line, happy days. But you'll get all my opinions and Gio's. As I say, we're hoping Monday, so we'll be up with that. We're back with a cup of tea during next week, and there's loads of videos happening. We've got Let's Discuss, which actually might finish now, Let's Discuss, but we've also got If I Was Slav, which lots of people are joining in on. So we've got the main channel. You're probably already subscribed to that. This is the second channel. Please subscribe here. We've got loads more content coming on here. Big shout out to our sponsor, Noble Holidays, which, bearing in mind the weather today, which is right miserable, the rain, the wind, you might as well book a break and get away. Well, I'm only going away round the corner this weekend, so I'm probably going to get rained on. I hope you stay dry. Have a nice weekend, and come on, you Irons. And I'm looking forward to your songs.